Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell.
Seconds away from showtime. I love this part.
We're back! Amazing costumes, amazing performances, amazing reveals.
Everything is bigger. The audience, the talent, the voice.
It's crazy.
What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with another episode of Unmasking the Masked Singer. And may I pause this video very quickly to give a PSA to Major League Baseball. While I love you, stop messing with the Masked Singer. 2 weeks ago, we canceled it altogether, even though they could have put it on any one of the days between that day and the next Wednesday. And then last week, it was like an hour behind because they messed with it again. I love baseball, but stop messing with this stuff, because now, no offense to Canada, we are now 1 week behind Canada, and we're trying to figure this out, and we don't want to listen to everybody up there. We don't want to know everything about this. We're trying not to get these clues from the next week that we haven't seen yet, and it's so maddening. Stop messing with it, people. You have Fox 1 or FS 1 or whatever it is. You have a station like TBS who shows some of the games. They showed it on TBS. Fox, you can change the channel you put it on. If people don't have cable, or they don't have a way to watch it, or they're not paying for the Major League Baseball extra innings package, oh well, stop it. There aren't that many people who like baseball. I'm one of the few, and you're almost making me want to not like it. Oh my Lord. Okay, Rando, right? I mean, the ego's around here somewhere, and they'll do a rant. I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about Andrew Lloyd Webber night, guys. Andrew Lloyd Webber night, one of my favorite composers or musical composers, or however you want to put it. I love Andrew Lloyd Webber. I grew up with him. Starlight Express, Jesus Christ Superstar, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolored Dreamcoat, Cats, Phantom of the Opera. I mean, all that stuff right there. I mean, some of my favorite musicals, my era of musicals were from him. They're powerful, sounded like rock opera almost at times. While I love Music Man and Hello Dolly and things like that, I love those too. These were mine. I think Music Man and the others were kind of handed down from my parents' generation to me. And yeah, I mean, so this was a great night. This was just an excellent night to watch. And three very, very good singers. And I don't know how they really picked who won, because this is the first time I would have to say that, well, Montel Jordan, I thought, had a chance to take out the harp, or Amber Riley. I thought he had a chance, but he didn't. But this was the first time I think we had three well-qualified people that could have gone forward, and I thought it was great. Now, let's get to who these people were. The first person up was The Maze, and this was Mario Cantone. He sang Heaven on Their Minds from Jesus Christ Superstar. Now, the big give me from his clue package was the I'll Have My People Call Yours. Now, I'm not a big fan of Sex in the City, but that is his line from that. That is like what he's known for. Now, I've seen him in lots of other stuff, and I found it funny that he said people don't know he sings, and that I don't think they know about his ties to Broadway. And I'm trying to think back on this. I think that's more what I know him from, other than Sex in the City. And I'm not, like I said, I don't watch Sex in the City, so it's probably from the other stuff, which he says he doesn't get recognized for, which was interesting. And being a person who likes Broadway and stuff, having Andrew Lloyd Webber talk just loads about how well you did on one of his songs would just make you go like, okay, that's it. And I mean, that's basically what he said. I don't need anything else now. That's all I need. And that's great. That was really nice. He also mentions growing up near cornfields. He's from Stoneham, Massachusetts, which is a farming community. He mentioned he also was doing impressions of Brits. He's well known for his impressions. He's been on I'm trying to remember Andy. I don't remember the guy that's on Dating Game now, or not Dating Game, but Love Connection. The guy that did Love Connection for a little while. Andy Cohen, I think is his name, but I'm not positive. But don't hold me to that. But he's been on that, The View, and several other shows doing his impressions. It's the thing he does, so that kind of helped with in the clue package. The Statue of Liberty is possibly Northeast related, meaning area he's from. It also ties to his brings up his Broadway ties that I just mentioned, and also again Sex and the City. Plus, deep down, the I'll have my people call your people just gave it away. That's kind of what it was. The Mermaid was up next, and that was Gloria Gaynor. She sang "Any Dream Will Do" from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolored Dreamcoat. And let's just start with, if you didn't think Donna Summers or Gloria Gaynor from The Voice, you might need to sharpen your ear. It was very obvious it was somebody like that. And as you go through the clues, it was very obvious. He said she spoke of a major accident and that it was an inspiration for one of her hits or something along that lines. Well, she was in a major accident and she suffered severe spinal damage in 1978 after tripping over a monitor on stage. And on that clue, that same clue, it says it happened right as her career was taking off. Well, that was when Gloria Gaynor's career was taking off. And later in 1978, the one thing that really did make it take off was the song "I Will Survive." Now, this is the first time I've ever heard her, that I know of, confirm that accident on stage in 1978 was part of the inspiration for the song. Yes, there's bad relationship stuff in there and all that stuff, but this, I guess, was the impetus of "I Will Survive." Also, the whole part where she said, "I was petrified," that's a hint from that song. It's a line from the song. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. She says she's performed in front of princes and popes. She's done both. It was a Gloria Gaynor. I mean, dead giveaway. Now, Robo Girl had some very subtle clues at times and then some very big give-me's. Robo Girl, I believe, is Cat Graham. Cat Graham sang Bad Cinderella. Now the Surfboard looks exactly like the Teen Choice Award. And if you haven't watched Teen Choice, which I've seen it occasionally, it's a full-size surfboard. So that's kind of the give-me when they put it in front of her. She's also very short, demure. So that was kind of, I think, a way of showing that too with the surfboard, the height she is. That surfboard could also be, well, first off, the Teen Choice Award, she won 2 of those for the Vampire Diaries. It's also, though, a clue to where she's from, which is LA. And I think a lot of these things try to give you hints to where they're from. She talked about being behind stars like Pharrell and David Blaine. She was a backup dancer for Pharrell, Bow Wow, Jamie Foxx, Missy Elliott, and several others. So there's that. She talked about having a stage name, I think, also. That stage name is Toro Gato. So she goes by that stage name when she releases albums. We saw 2 Jars of Honey. She was in the movie Honey 2. Plus, it sounds like her. Other things, she said the 86 cents thing. The 86 cents thing is that she started with 86 cents to her name. That's when she made that choice to go and do something to make a move on her career. And if I remember right, she's used that exact denomination or number in interviews before. So this is like the point. Like, there it is. That's the give me. Also, the very little subtle clue they put in there that the whole clue package happens in an alley. Now, on Andrew Lloyd Webber night, that alley, the trash cans you see and all of that would represent cats. So Cat Graham, it seems like a give me there. So we're going to say the Robo Girl is Cat Graham. And we're still going to stick with the harp being Amber Riley. Now, up next is Muppet Night, and the Instagram clues that are on Instagram for that are the judge's gavel, glasses that look very much like Drew Carey's. I can't remember. I think Drew Carey's already been on, so we'll have to see where that comes in. The word famous in red, and coffee beans. Now, being Muppet Night, I'm not really sure what all those, maybe the glasses are Dr. Tooth, maybe something else. I don't know. There could be a ton of things these mean. But the two people coming in to perform that night are the Lambs and Beetle. Lambs, I think, are 3 people, and the Beetle, of course, is 1. And I really don't know what to expect. If you guys want to give me hints of what happened, you can put that down in the comments. I'm more than willing to read hints. Just don't ruin it for me, please, because I've done a very good job of staying away from anything that might give me a heads up on what's coming up next week. Or this week, tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be caught up soon. But let's just go over who has been voted off and in the order they've been voted off. Knight was William Shatner, no guest because it was the first performance. Hedgehog, Eric Idle, no guest, first performance. Hummingbird, they held off showing us who it was. We got the guess. It was Chris Kirkpatrick we guessed. That is correct. That was the right guess. Yay us. Rat, Jeff Dunham, no guest, first performance. Panther, Montel Jordan, no guest, first performance. Then the Mummies, Barry Williams, Christopher Knight. Thank you. And Mike Luthi, no guest, first performance. The fortune teller was Damon John, no guest, first performance. And then this week, Mario Catone was Maze, no guest, first performance. And Mermaid, Larry Gaynor, no guest, first performance. So with all of that, we have this weird microcosm of a problem. Hopefully, like I said, maybe around Thanksgiving, maybe everything will pause after this week for the World Series or something like that. Something will catch us up to Canada. Again, no offense to Canada, but I'd like to be on the same week that you guys are on, because why they didn't do it, what they were thinking, I don't know, because this isn't the first time that this has kind of been messed up by baseball, but just the fact that they totally muffed the punt in a football reference. I have no clue why they thought they shouldn't show that episode sometime within that week they had. Makes no sense. And even on this channel, when I wanted to know what they were to do, I called up the local news station that is a part of that affiliate, and they were like, well, we don't know. And then they showed the news, and then they went on just like the whole night wasn't any different. You know what? Show it after the news. Whatever. Just show it. Don't do this again, because now we're in a problem of if it gets paused again or if they have to push it back again, then what do you do? And that really screws up, again, this whole season seems to have screwed up the dynamic of what everybody had with Masked Singer before. Time to guess on a couple of the singers. You know, we were all on the same weeks and all that. We could all talk to each other and all that. So there's a microcosm of problems here, just all over the place. So, but guys, let me know if you think my 2 guesses are right with Robo Girl and the harp. If Robo Girl has been unmasked, if that did happen, don't tell me. Just say, oh, I think you're crazy or whatever. I don't know. Just don't tell me if she's been unmasked. But the harp, I still say is Amber Riley. Put down in the comments what you think. If you want to give me hints on what happens this week, for us, you can put it down in the comments. I appreciate all that, guys. Everything. And baseball, stop screwing with my stuff. Just stop. When I find a show, it's rare that I find shows. Just stop messing with my stuff, and we'll be in good. We'll be good. That's all. Stop messing with my stuff. Anyways, I am Chris Knight. This has been the Real Review 3000, and I am officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and the Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach the Ego, use the Twitter handle @theego5150. We would like to thank the generous members of the Real Review 3000. Those members are JJ, aka Sith Lord 3827, Anzo of Bigger Ford Entertainment, Yvette, Sean Stackhouse, Captain Trek, Jesse Ritchie, and Abraham Morales. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at the Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For information on how to become a member, click the join button below.